Good morning! Here we are on a fine October morning. I think we'll get some sunshine later. We're starting today from just outside Kirkton of Kinnettles in Angus. We are going to head up to the top of Craigowl Hill. Along the way at Tealing, we're going to look at a stone circle. And then we'll return via Denoon Glen, where there is a very nice hill fort. We'll have a look at that. It's about a 20-mile round trip. And everything's good. I'm on my new e-bike, fleeing up this hill, barely even out of breath, in trail mode. So we'll crack on now. This bit's just really boring. Don't necessarily want to just show you miles and miles of farm track, so we've seen a little bit. Onward and upward. So this is the first little, probably the more interesting part of the run. This is a little trail that goes from Inverarity, hopefully all the way through to Tealing. It's on the map. It looks like it might kind of end at some point. But this is just outside Forfar, this area. It's not really, I don't know what you'd call it. Hopefully it's going to be a nice little cut through. Probably used to be a main route, pedestrian route, or a horse trail. So, quite pleasant, a lot of leaves. It is autumn. So hopefully this takes me right the way through to Tealing. And that puts me in a great position to drive up, or sorry, ride up the access road for the radio mast that's on the top of Craigowl Hill. And there's an absolutely banging descent, hopefully, off the top of that. It doesn't look like this gets used tremendously often. No. But we'll see what we can do. Still getting used to this bike. This may be an absolute nightmare. Or it might be cool, I don't know. So after a little brief bit of problems there, the trail is not used often and need somebody to come down with a spade, sort it out. You can see the moss on the roots. It's not the driest of days either. But I think the whole thing's rideable. I would have said. All I'm going to say is, do not take the path from well, it's Great Gateside through to Moorside Farm marked on the map. What you're better to do is take the farm track via Washingdales, which I'm just heading up to now. That path becomes an absolute cluster very quickly. There's 5 or 6 down trees. It's really not used. You could walk it easy. It's easy enough to get through on foot. So if you're a walker, it's fine with a little bit of faffing. But you basically come to an end here and you'll end up, you have to take this track up to this one to Washingdale, so your farm track will still get through to Tealing. We'll see if we see these stones. Oh, I wasn't liking that. Not one bit. It was horrible. I had to push my bike through scratchy branches. Bushman, do not go that way. So, must have to go this way. We'll just ignore this. Gate locked at other end. Well, I'm near a motor, so should be fine. We'll just hump the bike over the fence here, hopefully. Oh, she's heavy. They must get people driving through here, but they've no right to tell you you can't access it. On a class 1 non-motorised electric mountain bicycle. So we're coming up through here. It's a right away. It's one of these field margin paths that are quite common around here. Are not well maintained. A lot of grass, very wet. It'd have been murder on a normal bike, and this thing is fine. Hopefully up there in the distance, that's where we're going. Craigowl Hill. Got some of the other Sidlaws there. I'll put them in at the end. Fine morning, eh? So we'll see what we got on. We're nearly at the standing stones now, so we'll motor on. This path's not been too bad. Like, if you ever went on grass like this on a normal bike, just sucks your legs. On this thing, I cruised up it. It wasn't even in my granny ring. I mean, it looks like we're coming to a dead halt here. What's going on? How do we get out? Yeah, we'll work that out in a minute and I'll come back to you. See you in a bit. Well, I was looking for the stains and didn't find them, but I found this poor little guy. He's been there a while. Farmer obviously knew he had them because he's tagged. Poor critter. So I found the stains. I was out in this field. There's a big pile of stones here, but I think that's just for clearing the field. Although some of them are quite big and flat. I'm always intrigued by. I'm always intrigued. So here we go. Here's the stains. Very overgrown. The farmer about here, well, nobody really owns them. Who can own stains? But let's see if we can get in. Very, very, very overgrown. Unfortunately, looks like there's a stile here, so we'll see if we can get in. Well, it's been a stile, but the farmer obviously doesn't want people in about seeing their history. Maybe he'll disagree, maybe he's just doesn't really think about it that much. Just seems to have but then again, it might be better they're not easy to get to. So you got one here, visible, one here, interestingly aligned with Auchterhouse Hill there in the background that you won't be able to see. Invariably with these monuments you find that they're aligned toward large hills which were sacred in the period, which was about between 4,000 and 6,000 years ago. Nobody really knows what these were for. Probably some kind of ritual purpose. So one here, this big tree that seems to have been deliberately planted right in the middle of the stones. Is this a third? No, just a rock. Basically you got two stones. So what's here? The thing is to always look at what they line up with. It's very interesting to me that that one lines up to Auchterhouse and Craigowl Hill. And indeed that one lines up to the hill up here, which I forget the name of. I've got to check it on the map. Hold on, I'll tell you. Where's maps? So there we are, Tealing Stones, and that is Finlarg Hill. See way there in the background, so you get the tree, the electricity pylon, then a hill. That's either Finlarg or Ironside Hill. It lines up to both of them. So these things are contemporary with the pyramids in Egypt, which just fascinates me and always will. Loads of activity in this part of the world and indeed throughout Europe when these things were getting put up. Like I say, nobody really knows what they're for. Nothing much is written about Tealing Stains. I'll do some research when I get back, and if I find it I'll kind of I'll narrate over the top of this. We'll see what happens. There's not a lot written about them. So this is the access road up to Craigowl. Not sure what the height is, I'll flip it up here on the screen. Fairly severe climb. I wouldn't like doing this on a normal bike. It's a good road. So looks misty up there, probably a bit windy. But it's always a fine day to be out. Alright, see you in a bit. Get the big reveal here. Okay, I've just done that big hill, not even out of breath. Boost the whole way, use the whole bar of battery. Got Auchterhouse Hill here, that's Ark Hill. We will be heading down that glen, round the back. And this is the rather foreboding summit of Craigowl Hill. Looks like it's basically just mobile phone masts, radio, TV mast, all that stuff. Banging, eh? Top of Craigowl Hill. We should get a pretty banging descent out of this. Which is why I came up the road climb. Thing is, I think there's a couple of fences to climb over. See what we see. Don't want to hang about up here too long. It's like it's dead windy. It's not too cold. Maybe I'll go mental here because I don't have any pads or that one. Oh, first fence, what an absolute downer. It's no use, man. Weight on that thing, man. 25 kilos. Let's go. 3 bars of battery left, so just got to get home now. Let's see what we see. Never been down this on a bike, so walked up it a couple of times. It's pretty fun. Oh. Things there. Oh, bike trails here. Bike from people up on here on bikes. I've seen a couple of little jibby bits you could flee off rocks. Like this bit, look. Oh, suspension on this thing's awesome. Oh, no, nice rock off my motor. Oh. This is good, like. Oh, this bit's quite steep. What I don't want to do is go careening into some walker. There's nobody here, so. Where am I going? Ah, I still went this way. Wrong way. There we go. It's a bit of slate. Rollable. You feel like there's just nothing this bike couldn't do. Like trail wise. Take this thing at Fort William, man. Didn't even need an uplift. Right. I don't know what this is going to be like. Rocky. Very rocky. Wait a fucker, steep. Just let it go. Don't let it go. Yeah, that was good. Good go this. it's not really, it's a bit a wet day for hammering things, but good fun. Steep. Oh. Really pretty here. I think the only people that comes here is, I used to come here walking quite a lot. Oh, danger. There we go, it's basically just this. There's actually a couple of good bits on it. Oh, he's run wide. I'm scared because it's kind of slippy. Somebody's been up here on a dirt bike. So this up here, that's Denoon Hill Fort. We're in Denoon Glen, that's the area between these two sets of hills. So on top of there, you got a hill fort. Now there's some interesting facts about this, and maybe I'll narrate them or put them as bullet points down here, 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 here and here, if I can be bothered. So, what can I remember off the top of my head? Not much. There are so many of these things around here. Oh no! Stay calm. No! How are you doing? There's not really much written about it because these things are all prehistoric, so it's hard to, but I'll look up some stuff about it, put it up as bullet points on this boring bit of trail around here. It is quite spectacular up there if we can be bothered getting up. Doesn't look as though it's a built thing from here, but once you get up you understand. It's a sort of oval shaped wall, about 100 metres long by about 75 metres wide, maybe less. She didn't get a morning because I'm not happy with her unsafe walking. On your left. Thank you. There's a little jump trail in there some lads for Charleston made. It's pretty cool. They did a good job of it. You could actually make some nice downhill here, but I'm never one for coming out with a spade. and then it's home time. Get this bike washed, look at the state of it. And myself. Oh, you can't really turn on this stuff. So chunky and loose. Oh, that was cool. Morning. Just another farm track back, so I'm just going to close off the video there, pretty much.